Hey everybody, welcome back to The Approved Cooking. So today I'm going to be making peach cobbler. I've been itching to make this for a while now, and I really wanted to make it during peach season, but I just never got around to it. I kind of forgot. But I am pretty pumped to make it today for two reasons really. One, it is so good, like just so delicious. And two, it is super easy to make, which, is like a prerequisite for my channel. Awesome and easy to make. Now, I think you really like what I make today, so why don't you check out the video and let me know what you think. Without any further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so let's get making this peach cobbler. Now, would it surprise you if I told you that the main ingredient in peach cobbler is peaches? I know, that's shocking, right? But anyways, I'm going to be using 4 fairly large peaches, as you can see here. That's what you're looking for, about 4 large ones, 5 or 6 medium small ones. And the plan is this: we're going to peel them, peel the hairy skin off of all of them, and then we're going to dice them up and throw them into that pot and boil them. So there we go, I'm starting to peel them off with just a regular old potato peeler, and that works fine. Now as you can see, that's a white peach, and I have some yellow peaches off to the side. The reason why I'm using white and yellow peaches is really straightforward. I thought I had enough yellow peaches in the fridge. I did not, and I asked Meg to pick me up some additional ones from the grocery store when she was grocery shopping, and she accidentally picked me up white peaches. But really no matter. The white peaches have more of a mellow taste than the yellow ones, but it's still going to turn out really good using both. I'm going to call it a happy accident because now we're going to have a little bit of different color in the cobbler. So there you go. I've peeled all of my peaches and I've cut them up into nice fine strips. I've thrown them all into the pot, so let's head into the kitchen and start boiling these down. Now in the kitchen, throw your burner on a medium heat and throw the pot full of peaches on top. Then you're going to want to add in 1 cup of white granulated sugar, pour that all over the peaches, and then add in just a tiny pinch of kosher salt, not very big as you can see. From there, it's pretty straightforward. Take your wooden spoon and start mixing this all together, stirring it around. Now, the sugar and the heat from the burner is going to help these peaches sweat out some of their moisture, and this is going to become nice and gooey. It's already starting to. Pretty quickly it happens after you start mixing it, and you're going to develop just a nice layer of just like peach juice at the bottom, as you can see. That is going to be so sweet and sticky and delicious. So keep stirring these for about 3 to 5 minutes until it comes to a boil. As you can see, it's just starting to simmer a little bit. So once it has simmered, kill the heat and take it off the burner and set that aside for a moment, because now what we're going to do is go back out and start working on the batter for the peach cobbler. Get yourself a large mixing bowl like I have here, and you're going to want to add in 1 cup of all-purpose flour. Pour that into the bowl. Next in is a ½ cup of white granulated sugar, and then a ½ cup of brown sugar. Pour those both in. Once the sugar's in, put in 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/4 teaspoon of kosher salt, and then add in a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, and then you're going to want to add in a ½ tablespoon of ground nutmeg, or just the powdered stuff if you have that. That will work fine too. As you can see, I dropped the actual nut into the mixture, so don't do that. Then get your trusty whisk and whisk this all together until it's combined. And once it is combined, add in 3/4 cup of whole milk, pour that in with the flour, and then add in a teaspoon of vanilla paste or vanilla extract. Then just get your wooden spoon or your spatula and mix this all together. Now you're going to want to have a consistency like that. It's almost like a cake batter. Like it's not too runny and it's not too thick. That's what you're looking for. So let's set that aside for a moment, because now it's time to start assembling the peach cobbler. Get yourself a 13 by 9 inch baking pan like I have here, and add in 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm using salted butter instead of unsalted. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit and throw the pan in just until the butter melts. So it's only going to take like 2 minutes or so. You basically just want the butter to melt at this point in time. There you go, just like this. Now, go get yourself your batter, here we go, and start carefully pouring it into the baking pan. Now, as you can see here, what I'm going to do now is start spreading it out. Now, the pan's a little hot, so I'm going to hold on to it with the oven glove. So I'm just going to make sure that the batter is nicely spread out all over the baking pan. That's what you want. And then it's time to add the peaches on top. That's right, you add the peaches on top and, throw all the juices in with it. Spread all the peaches out. So what's going to happen is as the batter cooks, it's going to rise up through the cracks in between the peaches so that you get a nice mix of peach and batter. It's going to look really cool. So bake this for 40 to 45 minutes in your oven preheated at 350 degrees Fahrenheit until the batter rises up in between the cracks and is a nice golden brown. Just like that. Look at that. Oh my god, it looks so good and it smells amazing. Look at, the white and yellow peaches. That's really cool looking with the different colors. And the batter rose up in between the cracks in the peaches to form a really nice cake in between it. Oh man, I can't wait to get into this. It smells so good. But I am going to give it 10 minutes before I get into it because it was piping hot. So there we go. After 10 minutes, it's cooled off enough that I can get into it and go for the taste test. But I am going to give you a couple of close-up shots of it here first. So let's scoop some out here. I'm going to make sure I get some of the cake and some of the peach. I really want a well-rounded taste of this thing here. All right, so let's scoop out the last little bit here and in for the close-up shot. Look at how gorgeous that is. The cake and the peaches just mixed together and it's nice and gooey. Damn, this smells good. But let's go in for the taste test. Now I'm going to add some vanilla ice cream to my peach cobbler. That seems like pretty standard fare for peach cobbler. And in with the first bite, and holy was that good. Holy was that ever good. Just so sweet and rich and peachy, just absolutely delicious. And the vanilla ice cream really went nicely with it as a side note. It just obviously, they go together really well, but man, was this ever good. The white peaches and the yellow peaches had slightly different flavors that really went nicely together. Oh man, you should really try making this at home. It was so good and so easy, like you can see here. I think you'd really like it. But with that in mind, that is the end of the episode. I hope you like what you saw here today. If you did, why don't you drop me a comment, like the video, or even subscribe to the channel. Thanks again for watching Idiot Proof Cooking. We'll see you again soon.